Hi, Bo here from High Tech Investment, and in today's video we're going to talk about Lumexbit again. Yeah, we have just launched this project, so only about 4 weeks ago, and we have seen some astonishing results already that we are ready and prepared to show you. So we started investing just about 6.5 weeks ago, just before New Year's, and already now we have seen some major progress all the way around, even improvements also on the sites of Lumexbit that helps clarify exactly what they're doing. But before we go into that, I just want to let you know again here that if you haven't seen the videos before, this is the introduction video that we made about a month ago. So on how you can join and exactly the benefits of Lumexbit. How you can create your passive investment in USDT, in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you could basically make passive profits 5 days a week. There is one package that actually provides it for 7 days. On top of this, we also had the Lumexbit tutorial, exactly how to set up your account and a bit more details on how this all works. So if you haven't seen that one either, by all means go and have a closer look. So now that we are going to look at the profits and how well we have done and how you can also maybe improve your results here, we're just going to start off with our investments disclaimer. So Billy, if you would please, and then we get into it.
The data on this website is for your information only. It does not constitute professional investment advice or advice on tax or legal matters. Please remember that all investment strategies and investments involve risk of loss. Nothing contained in this video should be construed as investment advice. Any reference to an investment's past or potential performance is not, and should not be construed as, a recommendation or as a guarantee of any specific outcome or profit in the future.
Thank you, Billy. As always, perfect delivered. So let's get into the results. Let's get into the profits. And the good news here is that High Tech Investment and the investment we started off very late in 2021, so in the last couple of days, we are actually already risk-free, and that's what we wanted to show you here today. So if we have a look in the middle of the screen here, it says the total amount that we put into Lumexbit was $2,212.92. And this is basically all that we did in the beginning. We tested off at the end of the year with $200, and a week later we put another $2,000 in. Since then we did a test withdrawal, as you can see in the bottom of the screen here. So on the 17th of January, just $10, it came in straight away into our crypto exchange. And now not too long ago here on the 8th, we also decided, okay, we wanted to be risk-free, and we took out 2,500 USD, which now covers everything that we have put in and then a bit more. And at the top here, you'll then see that it came in, and it came in about 10 minutes after. This is just local and UK time difference, so for the 1 hour, so it basically took 10 minutes. And it arrived in our wallet. So we're very happy with this, and obviously we'll continue to monitor as we go forward. So we have already done new investments, and I'll tell you a bit more about it later. So how exactly does this work? Again, we mentioned that there's multiple levels in here. You can do this all by yourself if that's what you want. Obviously, as usual, we always start with our own money first, and then we have a look at it, and when we are ready, we share it with the rest of you on this channel here. And we started off as a partner, which is the top part you see up here, and you'll normally unlock this, so the first 3 levels. So the first level here is 4%, second is 2%, and then 1%. And as you go through the different layers, so it will open up more and more levels all the way down to level 20. So these are different bonus levels, and the percentage for your first, second, third, and so on will also change over time. So you can go and have a closer look at the individual ones, so on the Lumexbit homepage. But what will look like is something like this, where you start off as a partner. It tells you that 3 levels deep, and then what it requires as a turnover, obviously nothing for now. The income is 7%, and that's calculated with the 4, 2, and 1%. And then there's no extra bonus from the company in the beginning. So once you hit 30,000 USD from your team, then you become chief partner. When you get to 70, you'll now be a supervisor, and you can see the levels are rising from 3, 5, 7, and on and on. And at the moment, we are at the senior supervisor level here. So we are past 150,000, and we are getting very close now to 300, as you will see. And the profits goes obviously with the levels, and that means that you can get up to 14%, depending on how many levels you have opened also. Once you get to the senior executive, you will start having your bonuses, and then it will continue again with a range of deeper levels and higher profits over here. And that's basically how you do this. So if you want to build a team and you might not have funds enough, that is definitely a way of doing this here also. So this is what we have done with our own personal investments here, and as you can see, some of them have already closed, and those are the ones where we also highlighted the percentage in yellow. We have done the calculations from here. You'll see there's a multiple different range of packages that we have opened, so even different types of USD packages. Some go for 15 days, some for 24 days. It all depends on, again, the amount of money you put in. On top of this, at the very top, you can see USD Magnetic is a new one we have started, and then we have a couple of Bitcoin Lite and Ethereum Lite also. So we are well integrated with a lot of the different packages on the platform. And we have just made it easy for you to see the first packages that we have closed, the first 5. The average percent, because these are also all the USD, Phaeton and Magnetic. And that basically means that they are varying every single day. These are part of the blue updates that you would have seen maybe from Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram that we send out. So you can see the day's profit. And if we look at our very first investment we did of the $200, we made 32.64, and that basically correlates to 1.09% per day of the 15 days or 3 weeks. This is again Monday to Friday. So the 2000 investment we did the week after, we made $650, and from there we had an average of 1.36%. So very good returns, and with the 24 working days we are basically looking at an entire month. So very good profits, and that way you can also see calculation of what it needs for you, so to make X amount of money. And then we have a couple of smaller amounts, and those smaller amounts is basically a form of rebuy. So as soon as we had the minimum 50 to 100, we went in and bought more packages. And there's nothing wrong with that. Lumexbit allows this, and it obviously accelerates also the process, as you don't need to wait until one package is completed before you can buy a new one. So those are also in the 1% range, and obviously this is the smallest packages that they have, only going 15 days, and that's where the profit is normally between 0.7 to 1.2%. So we're quite happy with what we've seen here. And as you go to some of the other ones, the first one that we noticed is the Venture Lite. The first one we did here was just $500. This one here is actually paid out, not in our account, but we are basically seeing the money coming in. We will only get it at the end of the contract agreement of the 240 days. We are 24 days in, and the 500 has already changed into 336. So quite impressive, and that's what we wanted to share with you today, some of the great results we have. Also on the Bitcoin side, we can see that they're going quite well. They were started about 5 days ago, and the last one here was 3 days ago. So this is a new investment so that we have done ourselves. So it's roughly about 5,000 euros or $4,800 thereabouts, pending the current price. So let's go and have a closer look and see exactly how that looks on the website. Being back on the Lumexbit webpage, so we start off and you can have a look at the structured turnover growth, and you'll see that when we started off here, so back in end of December, so we're still at 0, and obviously we didn't introduce anybody. So and once we have sent out the video, so we can see that slowly but surely the team is growing and growing quite fast. And today, currently when we made this video, we at about $288,000, so in the total team. So not too bad, very good start, and obviously we can see that a lot of people are liking this platform. So, and that's the reason for it. They can also see that they are getting paid, and then once they have been paid, they are taking either their deposits out, or they go and buy an even bigger package. If we have a look and see exactly what we have done here, so for ourselves, the deposits that we talked about a bit earlier here, so we can see that these are the same numbers that we just had before. The total investments, so that we have at the moment, is $18,851, and the total gains that we have made is now past 2,500. Up here you can also see how they're gained. So basically this has been made in dollars, this is made in Bitcoin, and this in Ethereum. So very easy to see exactly how well you have done, how many days that your packages has been running, so you also know when you're going to get your initial investment back. Apart from this, the partner program that we have in here, so you can see that we have made a senior supervisor here. So as we passed the 150,000 mark, we can see the 14% that showed before, so it goes up depending on the levels. And then over here we have the structural turnover that is at the 288, and we can see we're getting very close to the 300,000 mark. So very good news, definitely. Below here we have the turnover again, and it's just showing us how much is in dollars, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you can see the total earned. So this is from the team building part, and if you then also add the section for our private investment, then obviously we get to more than 500%, starting off with just 2,200. So definitely not bad at all, and especially when you're considering that we only been in this for just over 6 weeks. Total partners at the moment is going up quite rapidly, and we have active partners, and the difference between the two here is basically as new people are coming in, they will only be active partners once they put in the first package, once they do their first investment. And obviously some people wants to see the platform first, other ones have to wait until the money comes through. Everybody has a different plan. Below here we can also see how far some people have taken it, different levels. So that means that here is already at my level 4. So that means that the people I brought in has brought in an additional people that are now also ready to invest. So that is the entire setup of the system. It seems to work quite well, and payments are coming out to everybody. The last part, which is the very exciting part, is the new part that was just added a few days ago before this video came out. So we did manage to cover it in our news report, so for the past week here. And this is the trading site, so where you can go in and basically see all the trades that are happening. And if we load it here, So you will see it's the live trading strategy that has been added here. And at the moment we're looking at Bitcoin USDT, and it will be marked up here with the red and blue. So in here we will have a sell and B here for buy, and obviously you can follow the trading all the way. And also if you want to confirm, you can confirm with other exchanges to see if the price is similar. It's not only Bitcoin, you can also go to Ethereum, USD, and again you'll see how that's traded all the way down to Dash USD. So if we have a Dash USD here, we'll see there's one, and they just did a loss on this. So basically they had a buy, which is this buy up here, and obviously it has hit their stop loss. Below is a range of trades that are made, and there's quite a few pages of this you can scroll through. Some of these, as you can see, are small and other ones are bigger. Overall here we then have what has been made in the last 24 hours, what has been made over the past 7 days, and what has been made over the last 30 days. And you have a trading tech log that you can also go and have a closer look at. So obviously we're not exactly sure how often these are being updated, so I'm sure they have some delay laid in there, just to make sure that you are not copying the trades directly off their site. So just be aware of that. And that's basically what Lumexbit have. It's the platform is developing quite nicely, evolving, and we are hoping to get a meeting with the CEO very, very shortly to hear what else is coming from Lumexbit, what can all the investors expect. So there's plenty of interest definitely in this company, a lot more than we ever would have expected. So we're hoping that we can provide you with more details on how this is going and developing very, very soon. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little update on Lumexbit. So just showing you what we have managed to do in just over 6 weeks, and in about 4 weeks since we released our first videos. So definitely there's very good profits to be had. As we said, we are already risk-free on the USD packages, and then we have made new investments again on the Bitcoin. So the price was down. It made perfect sense for us. And we will continue to update you with our progress, so you can always follow how we do also on Instagram and Facebook, LinkedIn. So where we will more or less daily post, at least for the USD packages, how we are doing. If you have an interest in joining, you can obviously join through our link below in the description here, or you can go to our website. And then we will also make sure that you come in to the Lumexbit, so Telegram investor circle, which is very good, very nice for a lot of people. So they get to see what other investors have done, what kind of profits they do, what strategies they are working on. And it's a very nice group, so very relaxed and very open. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.